Hey there everyone, it's Gigi Sober Son. We got the pile driver going back in the background here on December 4th. I don't know if you can hear that. They're driving piles for the new bridge that they're going to build. New Brooks Bridge in downtown Fort Walton. It's all good. December 4th, AA thought for the day. If we allow an alcoholic thought to lodge in our minds for any length of time, we are in danger of having a slip. Therefore, we must dispel such thoughts at once by refusing their admittance and by immediately putting constructive thoughts in their place. Remember that alcohol is poison to you. Remember that it is impossible for you to drink normally. Remember that one drink will lead to others, and you will eventually be drunk. Remember what happened to you in the past as a result of your drinking. Think of every reason you have learned in AA for not taking that drink. Fill your mind with constructive thoughts. Am I keeping my thoughts constructive? In my home group, had the topic today was anger. And it's been a long time since I think I've experienced. Here's the thing. I'm sure I've experienced it several times through this past year. But it doesn't stick around as much as it used to. And of course, I'm not feeling it right here and right now. And, I've experienced a lot of irritation, frustration, hurt. And I think when I get really angry, it's because of fear. I'm feeling vulnerable, and I'm feeling afraid for my own safety or the safety of those I care about. And that creates a flare-up kind of thing. But where I used to want to chase people down kind of thing that cut me off in traffic or something like that, I realize immediately this is not a safe mindset or frame of mind to be in, to be operating a couple 1,000-pound motor vehicle. So it's probably better if I just chill out. And I ask for God to help me do that. Believe it or not, I do this. But that's only one emotion. It does say in the big book that anger is a dubious luxury of more well-adjusted people. And we have to let go of the notion of righteous anger. So, and it's just not something I can hold on to. It's not something I can get away with, kind of thing. So, it's best that I let go of it, right? So just like with any thought that I may let get lodged in my mind, as it says in this reading today, I've got to ask God at once to remove it, turn our thought, talk to somebody about it, make amends if necessary, and turn our thoughts towards someone we can help. And as was mentioned this morning, this is page 84, I believe, in the big book, someone said turn our thoughts, we immediately turn to God and then turn our thoughts to someone we can help. That skips 2 steps in there. Yes, absolutely, turn our thoughts to God. And I mean, ask God at once to remove it, right? But it does say talk to somebody about it to see if we need to make amends. And then make amends if necessary. Then turn our thoughts to someone we can help. Sometimes just asking God to remove it is enough. But if someone else is involved, when these intrusive thoughts, and the definition of what is an alcoholic thought, presumably the author was talking about alcoholic thoughts being having a drink, but as I've heard often defined in the rooms, an alcoholic thought may not be about drink at all. It might just be, I want my own way. I want it, and I want it right now. You know, that's an immature alcoholic thought. A grandiose thought, you know, can be, you know, I want the biggest, baddest, flashiest car out there. And I can only afford I got a champagne taste on a beer budget kind of thing, you know. And but I'm still going to drive the flashiest car. That's grandiose. And indulging in that kind of behavior, or even allowing that type of thought to dwell in our minds for too long, can lead to a drink. So it's an alcoholic thought, whether it involves alcohol or not. Whoa, I just rhymed it up. Am I keeping my thoughts constructive? What does that mean? What does that mean? Constructive thoughts. And I guess it just means I'm aiming up. Are my thoughts aiming up, or are they aiming down? Are they helping me progress in my daily life, or are they keeping me stuck or taking me in the opposite direction? It's good to know. Good to ponder on. Good to think about what you're thinking about. Meditation for the day. Always seek to set aside the valuations of the world that seem wrong and try to judge only by those valuations that seem right to you. Do not seek the praise and notice of the world. Be one of those who, though sometimes scoffed at, have a serenity and peace of mind that the scoffers never know. Be one of that band who feel the divine principle in the universe, though he be often rejected because he cannot be seen. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that can be scoffers, that's for sure, and mockers. And it's important. I know that, and I realize this now, that, you know, some of the things that happened in early childhood, in order to be positive, I had to be delusional about life. And I've carried that into my adult life. And almost afraid to look at the negative. And it's gotten me hurt several times over the years. And I didn't realize that until just this morning. I was listening to a video about limerence, and how putting people on pedestals is, you know, that's kind of how I learned to operate, especially people in authority. I put people on pedestals, you know, and it doesn't do me or them any good, because I'm not really seeing them for who they are, right? And so for me to move ahead, I have to see things, people, for being people. And that's the most focused way ahead for me is that, yeah, people will let you down. But that's life, you know? People are only human. God is always there. God is always willing to help me. And that He's the one to put on the pedestal, not people. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may not heed too much the judgment of the world. I pray that I may test things by what seems right to me. And for me, it's I know that my perspective of what seems right can be distorted. I don't trust my own what seems right to me. I can rationalize things. So I would disagree with that. What seems right when I test it against what the Spirit is guiding me to do. And it's important sometimes to get another perspective. And then I can, because, it talks about it in the 12 and 12, I think on step 5, it's like we can rationalize the most errant nonsense based on the notion that this is what God told me to do. So it's important for me to test it. But anyway, looks like they're having fun. They're really cruising. Good on them. Well, keep coming back, y'all. Look up, aim up, rise up. Love you.